Never gonna give you up, never gonna let you down, never gonna run around and hurt you. Hello everybody and welcome back to Rogue Legacy. This is Dubs the Duke. And you'll notice that in the corner of my screen here it says Never Gonna Run Around mod version 1.3. And that is because this is a new expansion pack to Rogue Legacy. Let's see. It is called... what is it called? Something Zor. It is called the Lament of Zors mod. And this was released literally this morning. It's a 5-year anniversary thing for Rogue Legacy. So I was like, oh my goodness, you know, I can't believe they released a mod right as I'm playing Rogue Legacy. So what I decided was, well, since they released this giant mod pack, it adds a ton of new stuff. It adds multiple bosses, a lot of other things, a lot of new enemies, a lot of new equipment, a lot of new features to the game. I haven't really looked at the mod list very much, but it was a very long list. And I'm excited to get into it because this will be the first time in the entirety of Rogue Legacy that they've really released anything new. And as you guys can probably expect, this is most likely a reference, this Never Gonna Run Around mod version 1.3. I would assume that version 1.1 was probably Never Gonna Give You Up, 1.2 was probably Never Gonna Let You Down, and now we're on version 1.3, Never Gonna Run Around. So, let's get right into it. I am starting with a new character. I understand a lot of you might be disappointed, like, oh, why'd you start your series? Why'd you delete it? Why'd you stop doing it? Well, the mod pack just happened to come out at the same time that I was doing my series, and I think it would be better to just restart to see what's new than to try to continue off where I am. So the first thing I immediately find that is new is that the gold now comes to me. I don't have to actually go and pick up the gold on my own because it literally just sort of warps its way to me. Oh my goodness. Did I just hit that spiky ball? Oh my goodness. I can now hit the spiky balls and redirect their trajectory. That changes a lot of things in this game because those spiky balls are super dangerous because you sort of can't do anything about them, but now that you can redirect them, that changes a lot of this game. It looks like there's a lot of enemies up there. I don't know, maybe that's a change as well. Maybe they just added in a bunch of enemies. Not in terms of like different types of enemies, but in terms of like they increased the spawn rate of the enemies, which wouldn't be great because, you know, oh no, we accidentally hit that guy. That's another thing we got to be careful of. Now that we can hit them and redirect them, we also have to be careful of redirecting them into a bad position. I can't really tell if I've seen any new room layouts. I'm not really as accustomed with the room layouts to be able to notice something as subtle as that. 75 damage. Was I reading wrong just now, or did it say 75 damage? It did. What's going on here? 75 damage? Did the numbers just increase for this game, or... It appears as if that's the case, because I'm apparently doing 75 damage. However, I'm not doing great this round, despite the fact that I'm doing so much damage. But I think it's just that the numbers have increased. Because if I was actually doing 75 damage, then I would be killing everything in one hit. Oh, I killed that guy in one hit. And I wasn't killing him in one hit earlier, was I? That's definitely a new room layout, because I've never seen a room with 2 chests in it like that before. So we're immediately getting a lot of new content. Unfortunately, I have to start back at level 0, so I have to, you know, get some gold and so on and so forth. We now have an objective to take no damage. Actually, we haven't seen one of these thus far in this playthrough, so this is new for both you guys. This one isn't new for me, but here you go. So you gotta sort of just finesse your way down there, and then you can drop down. And we got a vampire rune, which was very nice. Take a look at this one. Oh! That's really nice to be able to just do that. Yeah, it looks like we actually are legitimately doing 75 damage. And 75 damage is exactly what we think it is. I'm not sure what procced that, because we clearly were not doing that much damage earlier. There must have been something that happened that made us start doing so much damage, but it's not that the numbers have changed. Something has changed in the actual value of the damage that we're doing. Also, we keep getting these mana potions when we really just need health. Like, we've literally gotten like 4 mana potions, but we really need a chicken leg. Like, we need anything but mana potions. We need the chicken legs. Why can't you give us the chicken legs? We're gonna die at this rate if we don't get any chicken legs. Ooh. Oh, dang it. You should have picked the other child. What do you mean? This is the first person. I didn't have a choice here. Alright. Well, that was the first character. So, let's continue on and see what's different, if there's anything different immediately about the character selection. It doesn't look like there's anything different here. Yeah, no, there's no new classes. It looks like there's some new names. Wizarl, Shanoa, Kotaki. This sounds like a Japanese name. This, I have no idea what type of name this is, a Wizarl. Maybe like a Scottish name or an Irish name or something. Shanoa, that might be like Middle Eastern. We're not going to go with you. I'd prefer not to get a mage with a blade wool. So, I'll go with Sir Wizarl. We have 1230 gold, so plenty of gold to upgrade some stuff. We've unlocked the smithy. We can get a health up and a mana up. Unlock the upgrade knight. And get an equip up. And then we can unlock the enchantress and the architect. And let's take a look at the actual items they can sell. Let's see if there's anything immediately different about the blacksmith. He says the same thing. So we still have the same, you know, 3x5 layout of equipment. So that means that there's not any like more equipment than there was before. However, each individual piece of equipment might have different properties than it did previously. So let's go ahead and unlock some of this stuff. Okay, we've gone and done that. We only have 70 gold left, so we can't unlock anything yet, but we have... Oh, that's interesting. So, we unlocked a vampire rune for the cape, even though we haven't actually unlocked any sort of cape yet. which kind of sucks because I think that means we just can't equip it. But, oh well. One must pay the toll. Wait. We have 70 gold. We might be able to buy something still. At the manor. No, we cannot. So, yeah, we're doing 24 damage. And I'm not sure what procced it, but something happened during the last time where we were doing like, what, 25 damage or something? But then all of a sudden we started doing 75 damage, and I have no idea why. It might have been some sort of character perk. Where, like, you know, maybe like when you have low health, you start doing like a lot more damage than you otherwise would. Oh no, we can't stand on bookshelves with this character. Oh dang, we've already taken like a ton of damage. And we're regaining a whole 0 HP from our... I don't even know. We can't stand on bookshelves, that really is annoying. It's because we're a clumsy character. Oh man, this is nuts. We're not doing good here. Also, why are we regaining health? We have nothing to regain health, but for some reason we're still regaining our health. Wow. Oh yeah, that's part of the clumsy perk, is that the furniture we walk by sort of automatically dies. Alright. I mean, for some reason we're regaining our HP so slowly. I'll take it. You know, whatever reason it is. What the? It seems like I'm regaining a different amount of HP based on sort of each enemy that I kill. And it seems like it's dependent on the type of enemy. Like, it seems the weaker the enemy, the more HP I'm regaining. So we have a take no damage chest here. Oh, there we go. We did it. I got a Skyrim for the chest plate. We took damage on the way out, but that doesn't matter. Oh no. Oh man. Oh, we died. That kind of sucked, but you know. Alright, let's take a look. We have a barbarian, a paladin, and another barbarian. We're gonna take the paladin this time. Lady Chun-Li. It definitely seems like the names of people have sort of like become a little more foreign. It seems like there's a lot of Asian names. This one seems like a Chinese name. So we have a sprint rune, we have a double jump rune, we have a sky rune, and I want to test. I don't think we can actually like equip this. Oh no, apparently we can. Very nice. That's weird, but okay. And it costs us now 350 to get any other room. So we can, I guess, purchase an attack up. We do 34 damage. Clearly we're not doing 75. Once again, I'm not really sure what triggered that. It might have just been a character perk. As you can see, we're now regaining 2 health back for every hit that we get. And we just sort of perfectly, like, hit that spiky ball so that it goes exactly to the side. But now that we can hit them, it seems I'm redirecting them all over the place. As I never expect to actually hit it. And then, you know, I do, and it's like, oh, what the heck? Just so you know, I am recording this on the same day as I am going to upload this. Like, literally, I'm going to upload this basically as soon as I'm done recording it. Because I'm very behind on the Rogue Legacy recording schedule. I'll probably record maybe 3 20-minute episodes of Rogue Legacy-ish, and then maybe I'll go on like a Skyrim recording session. Or something. Oh, that was close. Seems like there's a lot of stuff in this room. Way too much for me to keep track of. However, being able to redirect these balls, it has benefits and it has drawbacks, but I would say it's more beneficial than it is not, because when you have, for example, oh, that sucks. When you have, for example, though, that room where it has all those balls and it's like take no damage, that makes it like super easy. We will pray for assistance. We got the curse this time, but there might be new items added for this, so, you know, I definitely don't want to overlook a chance to see a new item or something. Oh, it seems like we're doing 50 damage now. 49 damage. So it seems like as a paladin, it seems like sort of depending on some circumstances, and it seems like this is only the paladin. This is purely speculation, but it seems like due to certain circumstances, the paladin's damage varies. And I have no idea what those circumstances are. It might just be a function of health. That is to say, the less health we have, the more damage we do. Because, yes, I'm pretty sure that's the case, because as we kill these enemies, it seems like my damage value is going down. It's every time I hit a new enemy, it's going down by some amount. And I think that's because I'm regaining health and coming closer to my maximum. So there is a certain amount of damage that we do based on maximum health. So now, as you can see, I'm at 26 health, and all of a sudden I'm doing 100 and something damage. So that's a very interesting trait to have, and oh my goodness. So I'm not sure if that's also part of it, but it seems like the less health I have, the more money I'm making as well. So, you know, the closer you are to dying, the better everything is for you. But unfortunately, it seems like these guys are like super high level 35 Corrupt Knights, versus a level 8 character. I don't even know what's going on anymore. But it seems like everything just drastically, like, changes in level when you are closer to dying. You know, both your character and the enemy characters. So let's take a look at where we need to go. We can go down here. Yeah, and we're getting 20 gold per thing, which is like a little bit ridiculous. We can read this journal, but we've already read this one. We have another one of these, which is nice. So now we can switch out the curse for the boots. Speaking of which, I just had the Hedgehog's curse, but I didn't actually drop gold when I was hit. So maybe the Hedgehog's curse had something to do with that change in gold increase, because I no longer am getting 20 gold per thing. Alright. We can go ahead and do this. We lost, but, you know, we didn't lose too much. 500 gold when we could have gotten like 1500. I would say that's fine. Yeah, it looks like we're back to getting the regular old 10 gold per thing. So as a matter of fact, I'm not sure what they did, but if they changed the way the Hedgehog's curse works, then I think that actually might be a good thing to get the Hedgehog's curse. Especially because, yeah, as a matter of fact, the Hedgehog's curse is now a good thing because we actually collect our gold. Just like it flows to us, so even if we were to lose it through the Hedgehog's curse, it would just come right back to us. That's super weird, but that actually makes it a good thing because I guess they just made it so that it gives you more gold. Which means that the next time I get the Hedgehog's curse, I definitely want to keep it, actually, instead of actually giving it up. I thought I went in this room already, but apparently not. We're regaining our health slowly, but if I keep on taking this damage, then there's not going to be any health to regain. Could you not? Let me go and complete this room. Oh, it looks like we already were completed. Lots of gold everywhere. It seems like everything has just been like leveled up by 100 in this mod pack. But it makes me wonder, you know, what has actually changed aside from just the raw numbers and like a few quirks and tweaks. Oh man. Now we're about to die because of that one hit. Like, we spent so much time. I got a blueprint. Good. Blood sword. We'll take it. Itadakimasu. So it seems like that regain of health was the... I did not press that button, but okay. Aw, man. Ah. Really? We died because it like glitched and then like it pressed a button that I didn't actually mean to press, and then, you know, it sort of went nuts. But with that being said, let's go ahead and select a character. We're not going to have an upside down character. We have not used a mage at this point. Time stop is not the best spell, but let's go ahead and try out the mage because it seems like each class in this mod pack has like a certain like special ability that's like really weird that is like completely contrary to like what the game really was supposed to have. Because it seems that the paladins sort of have a rage factor where the less health they have, the more damage they do. It seems that the barbarians have a healing factor where the less health they have, the more they heal up. Or maybe it's, rather than that, maybe instead it's like the less powerful the enemy, the more they heal up. I'm not certain. I'll have to continue observing the patterns. We have a lot of gold right now. We have a lot of gold. We can purchase a blood sword to get some regain. And we can purchase a sprint rune. We don't need a double jump rune because we're going to get this sky rune. So, yeah. Now we still have 1600 gold left. We can upgrade the mage to an archmage. Very nice. And we can... Let's see, we've already upgraded the paladins to knight. We can upgrade our barbarians. We can unlock shinobis. And we're down to 300 gold. But we can up our crit chance as well. And there's nothing else we can do at this point. So as a mage, we can time stop. We have a chakram. It seems like this has a different range than it used to. I might just be like, oh, it only costs 3 mana. Okay, that's definitely different. It only costs 3 mana for a chakram. So that's probably like the mage's special ability, is that it literally now costs him like basically next to no mana to cast a spell. We'll see whether or not they regain their mana back in the next episode. So thank you guys for watching this episode of Rogue Legacy. This is part 1 of the Lament of Zors mod for Rogue Legacy. As I said before, this will be the start of the new Rogue Legacy series, and I'm going to stop doing the old one to explore this mod pack and see what it has to offer. So thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next episode. Bye bye.